Alameen. It's a blessing that we don't understand. It's a blessing that you haven't weighed yourself as yet. That what kind of blessing this is, being in Makkah Mukarramah. You've done everything you had to do, booking the package, paying the money, making your way here. Obviously you've done all this yourself physically. But what you need to understand is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has invited you. This is why you are here. We read a lot of Arabic ourselves. We come from Indonesian subcontinent, but we don't tend to understand what we're reading. Labbaik Allahumma labbaik. What does it mean? Has anyone read the translation of that? Yes. Alhamdulillah. So most of us have. But we are here. If someone's calling us, then we say, hello, we are here. No? When someone calls us on the phone, say, hello, yeah, I'm here. So why are we saying, are we stupid to be saying, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik? No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has invited us and we are replying His call, Allah, we are here. So there's so many things that I could go into just to say, why are we here? Allah has invited us. You know, just 2 days before we were flying out as a group here, Alhamdulillah, we do a lot of background stuff for small travel agencies as well. And one person called me, and he was supposed to fly on the 25th of August, and this is maybe the 20th of August, 5 days before. He just randomly called me, and I was really busy replying to you guys on WhatsApp. And I thought, okay, let's just answer this phone call because the other guys are busy. And it was this brother called Ibrahim on the other line, and he said to me, do you have any packages left? And I said, no, it's too late to go. What happened to you? I'm sure you've have you left it last minute? And he said, no, the travel agency we were supposed to go with, they couldn't arrange the visas for us. And I said, how come it doesn't make sense to me? And I went asked him when he booked it, blah, blah, cutting it short. He was booking it he's booked his place since Ramadan. His mum did. It just wasn't meant to be for him. But the thing is, sometimes travel agencies which are not reliable let you down. But sometimes the travel agencies which are reliable, they are let down by other things. But it doesn't mean it's a humanly fault. This is not a normal holiday that you've come up to. Yes, we traveled by plane. We used everything that we normally do. We've got a hotel which we go on a holiday as well. But this journey is not a normal journey. I'm sure you've stayed in better hotels than this, 5-star, 7-star hotels. You've tried business class. You've done everything. But let me tell you, this journey is not like another journey. I know we sometimes call this an adventure, just to, for you to understand. But this journey, even like when they say when you go camping, it's an adventure. But trust me when I say this adventure, you will remember for the rest of your life. In good terms, not bad terms. It will leave a mark in your brain and heart and soul. And inshallah, Aziz, you will see the blessings that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has for you in His bounty. Not for us, for you, because He's called you. When someone calls someone, if I was to call you to my house, and you said, okay, yeah, I'm coming, and if you came to my house, I would serve you good food, I would serve you good desserts. Allah has called you here. Let's avoid this type of food, but it has something very special in His bounty for you guys. That, when are you going to get that? I don't know, you don't know yourself, but you will get it. When? You don't know. Maybe tomorrow when you're doing tawaf you get that. Maybe in the day of Arafat, maybe in Mina, maybe in Muzdalifah, maybe after you've done tawaf, maybe in Medina. We don't know, but He will bless you. This is why He's called you. So don't be disheartened that what's going to happen. Why is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has invited me here, I've come here, and it's not happening for me. And also, He's going to test your patience. He's made you struggle. example is at the immigration, look at the wait. Normally we go into different countries, and what happens? Smoothly, like when we get back to the UK, we probably just put our passports on the scanner and done. We're through immigration. Here, look how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has tested us. And I did mention this in the seminar. He's will test us in the worldly things to see how patient we are. That's the only way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is testing us. There is no other way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can test us, can he? So he's going to test us with our patience in this life here, to see how patient we are. So we have to stay patient, inshallah. And I can see, well, I would say 90% of the people, or 99% of the people in the group had a lot of patience. Someone lost their luggage, and he said to me, there's no value in that luggage. I mean, I've just got a few clothes in there. But his patience got tested. We didn't lose it. The airline says, or the airport staff said, the luggage is there. It's landed. But where we were collecting our luggage from, there was no luggage. This brother could recognize his luggage. He's been tested. And now he's been tested. He's come through that process. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless him, inshallah. So there are so many blessings in different ways that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless us. We just have to be patient. I think we as an ummah or the nation has lost patience in everything we do. We just want it instantly. When I'm hungry, I ask my wife to make food, and if she doesn't make that, why is the food not ready? No? We were at immigration. Why is immigration taking so long? But everything has a process. This is the last thing I'm going to say, then I will pass on to our scholars to explain in more detail. Everything has a process. And inshallah I will remind you this in Mina as well. I.e., what was the process? You booked with us. This was the worldly thing. You booked with us, you got your visa, you got onto the flight, now you're here. Exactly like this, we are going to go through a process to clean our souls. And that is going to happen when we're going to go to Mina, when we're going to go to Arafah, when we're going to go to Muzdalifah. Just a quick thing. When we are in Mina on the night, when we are going to go to Muzdalifah the next morning, what I want everyone to do, that it will inshallah include myself as well, is when we, for example, someone goes into a court case, and then they all sit down, and then the jury decides on the last day if this person is guilty or not guilty, and how long the punishment should be. And sometimes if the guy who's committed the crime is lucky, then what tends to happen is forgiven. I.e., then they say, okay, the court has been adjourned. Exactly the same way, we are criminals. You have to think we are criminals. And I don't need to mention that this person is a criminal. Every single one has been or is a criminal in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I.e., not praying, not paying sadaqah, no zakat, Ramadan, fasting, all these things. Look how old some of us are. And now we've had the money. But now we are coming here at what age to complete our pillar of Islam. It's the last pillar, the main pillar is Hajj. Look at our ages. When are we coming to complete this pillar? How can we say when a house is built and it has 5 pillars and that one pillar is still there? At the age of, after 30, most of us are above 20 here, I guess. After 20 years, even though we had the money, the time, we just didn't make the effort. Now we've made that effort to complete our last pillar. Inshallah, I hope Allah accepts our Hajj, inshallah, ameen. So the last thing I was going to say is that we are all criminals. So on the day of Mina, the last night when we are going to go to Arafat, I want every single one of us, before we go to sleep, rewind. Because you know what sins you have committed. Every single person here knows the sins that they have committed. I know my sins. And then, on the day of Arafat, we are going to stand in front of the biggest of judges. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we will say to him, oh Allah, forgive us. That's what we're going to say. That's why we are going to Arafat, but nothing else. Why are we going to Arafat? Why are we going to go make all this struggle in the heat, the travel, the dust and everything? Why? It's just to ask for that forgiveness. So our court date, or the last day when the verdict is going to be given to us, is this particular day. So we need to think, and we need to rewind that what we have done, and on this particular day, which is the day of Arafat, ask for forgiveness. Inshallah, in Mina we will talk in detail as well. Alhamdulillah, we have two microphone speakers set up, so one of the speakers will be in the ladies' tent. I will talk about the logistics of Mina and the whole journey till we come back to the hotel again. But that, if it doesn't happen today, i.e. because the seminar gets dragged along, and if you are tired, and I know some of the people have to go to do tawaf, we will arrange another seminar, not tomorrow but the day after, so we have a break in between as well. I would request, because you've done the Umrah yesterday, you should have not scheduled tawaf today, because you need to take a break as well yourself. So what I would recommend is that you should have done tawaf the following day, and then you have another break. Or if someone would like to do another Umrah, if you'd like to do another Umrah, do that as well, but don't drain yourself, because the main part, you've come here to do Hajj. You have done Umrah, so that is completed, alhamdulillah. But I know people have this wish, I want to do Umrah for my fathers or forefathers. Carry on doing it, but don't drain yourself. So look after yourself, drink plenty of water. There's many things that I will talk. So if I don't finish them off, and everyone is tired and I can see everyone's had enough, we'll finish there and then we'll carry on the next day, or the following day when we'll have that seminar. We are very blessed to have two scholars with us. One is who speaks in English. I think he's not available today because he's got to do his own thing. But you see, Allah has blessed us in many other ways as well. We have knowledgeable people with us. As I mentioned, those people who are sitting at home, who are wishing to come here on the 25th, they are not here. So we are lucky in many ways that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us today with knowledgeable people who will guide you in the right direction. There are many people here for Hajj, aren't there? There's millions of people here for Hajj. But everyone is having a different experience. For example, we spent 10 to 12 hours at the airport. Some people have spent 18, 19 hours at the airport. It's the people you are here with. So this itself is a blessing. So without any further ado, I would like to call upon Hazrat Allama Maulana Qari Nawaz Zawi Sahab to come along and give us a few brief description of what is Hajj in the Islamic manner. He's a very renowned scholar. If you haven't heard of the channel, it's Noori TV. I'm not aware of I don't watch TV myself. So I don't even know my sports channel. I'm not TV freak at all. I don't even have a TV in my bedroom because I don't get the time to watch TV. So I don't know the channel number. It's 819. So the channel number is 819, which is on Sky Box, whatever it is. You'll see him there. I mean, obviously, ladies want to watch a lot of TV because they have spare time. Not that they like to, but in the evening, when they get the time, they can watch the TV. So I would like, without further ado, would like to invite Allama Qari Nawaz Zawi Sahab. Sorry about this technical glitch. We had this last year, but this is why we've invested in new speakers. It's just this wireless is not as great as it should be. So we have a wide one. So inshallah we'll have it set up as soon as possible. In the meantime, if anyone has any issues, this is just logistically, if you're having any issues, then you're more than welcome to come and speak to us. If you can't speak to us directly, or some people like to have this, just message us, WhatsApp us, or if you can't WhatsApp because you haven't got your SIMs activated as yet, then do get them activated. Just quickly before that thing gets sorted out, we have two lists out at the moment. Because the reason I'm saying this, I would have included this at the end, but because I don't want you to get bored, so there's something going on. on my left hand side, right at the back, near the left walls. There's a list of everyone's number with the serial number again. Once you get your SIM activated, put your number across that, please. So in case anything goes wrong, or we need to contact you, i.e. on the day when Hajj is, the Qurbanis are done, we can contact you. That's one of them. Another list I would just like to draw your attention to is on this particular wall here. This is for those who are doing Hajj Badal. So i.e. for example, if I'm doing Hajj Badal for my grandfather, the Qurbani must be done in my grandfather's day. So you know whose Hajj you're doing. If you're doing it for yourself, you don't need to mention anything to us. But if you're doing it for someone, you need to tell us or write the name there. Another thing, if you need to do extra Qurbani, you would need to let Amir know. Yeah. And the Qurbani is 600 riyals per share or per Qurbani, that it is. I think it stopped working. The Qurbani is, sorry. So the Qurbani is 600 riyals per person. But inshallah, Aziz, I will go through the whole journey once Allah Sahib has delivered his great words. So without further ado, Allama Qurqai Nawaz Qazabi Sahib.
إن الإنسان لفي خسر صدق الله مولانا العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الكريم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم وسلم عليه. نبي واجب الاحترام حاضرین و حاضرات، اس سے پہلے کہ میں کچھ الفاظ آپ کی خدمت میں پیش کروں، تمام حضرات نہایت ہی محبت پیار کے ساتھ اللہ رب العالمین کی حبیب مکرم سید العالمین علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام کی بارگاہ میں درود و سلام پیش کریں. اللہم صل علی سیدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد وبارك وسلم صلاة وسلاما عليك سيدي يا رسول الله. الحمدللہ اللہ رب العالمین کا جتنا بھی شکر ادا کیا جائے کم ہے. الحمدللہ جتنا بھی اللہ رب العالمین کا شکر ادا کریں کم ہے کہ کریم رب نے کرم کرتے ہوئے ہمیں اپنے گھر بیت اللہ شریف میں آنے کی توفیق عطا فرمائی. زندگی کی مسافر حادثاتی دنیا نہ جانے اختتام کس لمحے کہاں کیسے ہو جائے. ایسے مسافر کو اللہ رب العالمین ایسا سفر عطا کر دے کہ جس میں چلنے سے بندے کے گناہ صفر ہو جائے. اس سفر کا یہ کمال ہے کہ جیسے ہی بندہ مومن بیت اللہ شریف کا ارادہ کرتا ہے تو یہ بالکل یونیک قسم کی عبادت ہے، دوسروں سے جدا ہے. کہ اس کا ایک یونیفارم جیسے ہی باؤنڈری لائن پہ پہنچتا ہے تو حکم ہوتا ہے کہ اب اگر بیت اللہ شریف جانے کا پروگرام ہے تو پھر لباس تبدیل کرو. اب آپ دیکھتے ہیں کہ مرد حضرات کے لیے انسلا لباس اور لیڈیز کا وہی لباس ہوتا ہے جو وہ پہنتی ہے، لیکن لباس کا نام احرام پہننا نہیں ہے. احرام ایک حالت کا نام ہے، ایک نیت کا نام ہے، ایک انٹینشن کا نام ہے کہ جو آپ نے ان سائڈ لینی ہے وہ کیا ہے. آپ اللہ رب العالمین کے گھر میں جا رہے ہیں. اس لیے صوفیاء کرام فرماتے ہیں کہ جب تم 2 چادریں پہننے لگے ہو اس سے پہلے غسل کرتے ہو، یہ سنت بھی ہے، مستحب بھی ہے. یہ غسل جب کرنے لگو تو اپنے زندگی کی مرنے کے بعد جو میت کو غسل دیا جاتا ہے اس غسل کا خیال کر. ایک دن تجھے وہ غسل دیا جائے گا. اور جب تم احرام کی چادریں پہننے لگو تو کفن کو یاد کرو. ایک دن تمہیں یہ لباس نصیب ہو تو یہی پہننا پڑے. یہ دو چادریں یہ در حقیقت بہت ساری یادیں سمٹ کے آ جاتی. اب یہ دو چادریں پہنی کس نے؟ اگر اسی پہ ذرا غور کرو، اس وقت لباس کی ترقی اسی حد تک پہنچی تھی کہ دو چادریں پہنی جاتی تھی. جب حضرت خلیل علیہ السلام نے اور حضرت اسماعیل علیہ السلام نے بیت اللہ شریف تعمیر کیا تھا، اس وقت لباس کی ترقی یافتہ شکل یہی تھی کہ دو چادریں پہنی جا رہی ہیں اس وقت. لیکن ان دونوں نے جو لباس پہنا، اسی لباس کی تائید کو قیامت تک پھیلانے کے لیے جب نبی آخر الزمان سید العالمین محمد رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم تشریف لائے تو یہی لباس پہنا. اب یہ لباس وہ یونیفارم ہے کہ جس نے بھی بیت اللہ شریف آنا ہے تو اسی لباس میں آنا ہے. اب یہ لباس کتنا عظیم ہے، اس کو کس کس نے پہنا ہے. بندہ اسی پر ذرا غور کرے نا تو اس کی قسمت کی معراج ہو جاتی ہے. وہ سوچے کہ میں تو گناہ گار ہوں، میری کیا حیثیت ہے، میری پوزیشن ہی کیا ہے، لیکن مالک نے بنایا ہے، بلایا ہے. پھر یہ اہتمام کہ اس لباس میں آنا ہے. جیسے ہی یہ لباس پہنتا ہے، نفل ادا کرتا ہے، نیت اس کی ہو جاتی ہے. اس کے بعد حکم ہوتا ہے کہ اب تلبیہ پڑھو. لبیک اللہم لبیک لبیک لا شریک لک لبیک ان الحمد والنعمت لک والملک لا شریک لک لبیک میں حاضر ہوں. یہ سینٹینس بولنا، لفظ لانا اپنے لبوں پہ بڑے آسان، اتنا مشکل نہیں ہے، بڑی آسانی سے بندہ ادا کر لیتا ہے. لیکن یہی لفظ ہیں امام زین العابدین رضی اللہ تعالیٰ عنہ وہ آ رہے ہیں، اور جب یہ حالت میں آنا چاہا احرام باندھ لیا اپنے جسم پر، لیکن سارے لوگ تلبیہ پڑھ رہے ہیں، امام زین العابدین خاموش ہیں. جسم پر کیفیت آ رہی ہے، کب کبھی تاری ہے، رنگ زرد ہو چکا ہے، بولتے کچھ نہیں ہے. لوگوں نے کہا حضور سارے تلبیہ پڑھتے ہیں، آپ بولتے کیوں نہیں ہیں؟ فرمایا اس لیے سوچتا ہوں کہ میں تو عرض کر دوں گا لبیک، کہیں آواز نہ آ جائے لا لبیک، تو حاضر نہیں. یہ رب العالمین کی بارگاہ میں حاضری ہے. وہ ظاہر تو ہمارا جو ہے، دیکھو کوئی حاجی ہے، نمازی ہے، عالم ہے، فاضل ہے، مختلف روپ ہے ہمارے دنیا کے سامنے، لیکن رب کی بارگاہ میں ہم کیا ہیں، ہماری حیثیت کیا ہے، ہمارے تقوی کی کیا پوزیشن ہے، ہماری اندر کی دنیا کی کتنی صفائی ہے، روح کتنی بیماریاں لے کے بیٹھی ہوئی ہے، باطل کتنا گندا ہو چکا ہے ہمارا، ہم کس قدر گناہ لے کے اس کی بارگاہ. وہاں دو نمبری تو چلتی نہیں ہے، وہ تو جانتا ہے، علیم بذات الصدور ہے، وہ تو دلوں کی جانتا ہے. اس لیے ہمیں رب العالمین نے یہ موقع دیا ہے، یہ خاص موقع ہے ساتھ. یہ یہاں آنے والوں اپنے مقدر پہ ہمیں ناز بھی کرنا چاہیے، خوش بھی ہونا چاہیے، شکرانے کے نفل بھی ادا کرنے چاہیے کہ دیکھیے زندگی کا تو پتہ کوئی نہیں، لیکن کیا کرم ہے اس مالک کا کہ زندگی کے نامہ اعمال میں ایک حج کا ثواب. یہ کوئی معمولی سعادت نہیں ہے. اور پھر کریم نے عطا کر رکھی ہے. جیسے ہی ہم نے وہ لبیک اللہم لبیک کی صدا دی ہے، پیاروں کی سنت کو ادا کرتے ہوئے، جیسے ہی یہ صدا دی ہے تو ایک نیا اکاؤنٹ ہمارا نیکیوں والا کھول دیا گیا ہے. اب ایک نیکی ملتی ہے ہر قدم پر، گناہ معاف ہوتے ہیں، درجے بلند ہوتے ہیں، اور ایک نیکی پھر 700 میں بدل جاتی ہے. پھر سرکار دو عالم علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام نے فرمایا حاجی اور حاجن، اس کے ہر قدم کے بدلے 700 نیکیاں ملتی ہیں. پھر سرکار دو عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے فرمایا من حسنات الحرم، عام نیکی نہیں ہے، حرم کی نیکی. حرم کی نیکی تو ویسے ہی ایک کے بدلے 1 لاکھ ہے. ایک مرتبہ سبحان اللہ پڑھو تو 1 لاکھ کا ثواب، ایک مرتبہ درود و سلام پڑھو تو 1 لاکھ کا ثواب، ایک دفعہ سبحان ربی الاعلی کا ہو تو 1 لاکھ کا ثواب. خود ہی اندازہ لگا لو کتنا اہم وقت میں ہم داخل ہو چکے ہیں. یہ وقت عام وقت نہیں ہے، سستی کا وقت نہیں ہے، گپے لگانے کا وقت نہیں ہے، وقت گزارنے کا وقت نہیں ہے، یہ دائیں بائیں پھر کے ادھر ادھر دیکھنے کا وقت نہیں ہے. بڑا خاص وقت ہمیں قدرت نے عطا کر رکھا ہے. والعصر، یہ وقت بہت بڑی طاقت ہے، اتنی بڑی طاقت ہے اس میں کہ اتنی بڑی دولت ہے یہ وقت. یہ جو دا ٹائم از اے ویلیویبل ایسٹ ہے، اس کو آپ خرید نہیں کر سکتے، بائی نہیں کر سکتے. ایک لمحہ، ایک مومنٹ نا جو پاس ہو جائے اس کو آپ واپس لینا چاہیں تو نہیں لا سکتے. ایک لمحہ اسرائیل سر پہ آ کے کھڑا ہو، وقت آخری ہو، ایک لمحہ اسے کہہ دو کہ ایک لمحہ مجھے دے دے، میں نے ملنا ہے کسی سے، میں نے بیٹے کو بیچنا ہے، میری بیٹی کو دیکھنا ہے، میں نے بیٹی کی شادی کرانی ہے، میں نے فلاں معاملہ، ایک لمحہ دے دے، وہ کہے گا نہیں آرڈر ہو چکا ہے، لمیٹڈ ٹائم تھا تیرا، فنش ہو گیا. اتنا قیمتی ایسٹ ہے یہ ٹائم، جس کو ہم ویسے ہی ضائع کرتے ہیں. اللہ رب العالمین وقت کا خالق ہو کے کہتا ہے والعصر، عصر کی قسم، زمانے کی قسم، وقت کی قسم. یہ زمانے کی قسم کیوں اٹھاتا ہے؟ یہ زمانہ ہی تو ہے. جیسے ہی ہم پیدا ہوئے وقت شروع ہے نا، یہ وقت ہی ہے جو بچپن سے لڑکپن، لڑکپن سے جوانی، جوانی سے بڑھاپا، اگر بچا رہے بندہ تو یہی ہے. تو کہیں بیمار تندرستیاں اور یہ سارے معاملات اگر آپ دیکھیں تو قبر میں اترتا ہوا بندہ نظر آتا ہے. یہ وقت ہے، اور وقت اگر اس کو صحیح نہ گزارا جائے تو بندہ فنا ہو جاتا ہے، مٹ جاتا ہے، ختم ہو جاتا ہے. اس وقت میں سے اللہ نے ہمیں یہ وقت عطا فرمایا. یہ اس مالک کا بڑا احسان ہے، اس کا بڑا کرم ہے، اس کا شکر ادا کریں، سجدوں میں جا کے روئیں، عرض کریں مالک تو نے، ہم نے تو وقت کی قدر نہیں کی، لیکن اسی فانی وقت کو باقی بنانے کے لیے تو نے ہمیں یہ حرم کی فضا عطا فرمائی. اس لیے بیت اللہ شریف میں ہم آئے، اس کی قدر کرنی ہے. یہ بات صرف قدر کی ہے، اگر قدر نہیں کریں تو بے قدر رہتا ہے بندہ. نعمت کی قدر سے بندہ شکر ادا کرتا ہے. بوڑھے والدین گھر میں موجود ہیں، اگر قدر کے ساتھ، محبت کے ساتھ زیارت کرو تو حج مبرور کا ثواب ملتا ہے، لیکن قدر نہ کرو تو کچھ بھی نہیں ہے. آج ہم بیت اللہ شریف کے پڑوس میں بیٹھے ہوئے ہیں، یہ ساری فضا حرم ہے. آپ حرم خلیلی میں موجود ہے، آپ گھر میں اپنے کمرے میں بیٹھ کے نفل پڑھیں تو ثواب ہے، لیکن اس وقت کی قدر کرنا پڑے گی. اگر وہاں بھی ایسے ہی گزرے جیسے اپنے گھر میں، اپنے ٹاؤن میں، یہاں بھی ایسا ہی، تو پھر ہم قدر نہیں کرتے. اس لیے وضو کریں تو تحیت الوضو پڑھیں، اوابین پڑھیں، فرائض تو پڑھنی ہے، سنت غیر موقدہ پڑھیں، سنت موقدہ پڑھیں، نوافل پڑھیں، تحیت الحرم پڑھیں جا کے، اور بیت اللہ شریف کا طواف کریں، بیت اللہ شریف کی زیارت کریں، اور پھر نوافل کے جتنے سلسلے ہیں، اوابین ہیں وہ بھی ادا کریں، چاشت ہے وہ بھی ادا کریں، اشراق ہے وہ بھی ادا کریں، تہجد ہے وہ بھی ادا کریں. یعنی یہ ساری عبادتوں کو اتنا ذخیرہ اکٹھا کرنا ہے تاکہ اگر یہ حج والے دن مکمل ہو جائیں تو ہمیں افسوس نہ ہو کہ ہمارا وقت ضائع ہو. خوب محنت کرنی ہے. الحمدللہ نوری ٹریول والوں نے ہمیں بہت ساری آسانیاں دے رکھی ہیں، کیونکہ میں پہلے بھی آتا رہا ہوں. یہاں کھانا کھانے کے لیے چلے جاؤ نا، 2 گھنٹے کہیں نہیں گئے، اور پھر وہاں تسلی سے مل بھی نہیں سکتا، بیٹھ بھی نہیں سکتے، تسلی سے کھا بھی نہیں سکتے. اب انہوں نے کھانے کا بہترین یہاں انتظام کر کے ہمارا وقت بچائے کہ نہیں. اتنی بڑی سہولت ہے، اس سے فائدہ اٹھائیں. اور یہ اپنی اپنی جھوٹے بنا کے باتیں کرنا نہیں. باتیں کرنے کے لیے زندگی ہوئی تو بہت سارا وقت ہے، کیونکہ اس وقت میں ہم نے الحمدللہ اتنی محنت کرنی ہے تاکہ نزا کا والا وقت آسان ہو جائے، قبر میں اترنا آسان ہو جائے. نبی پاک کی بارگاہ میں ہم نے پیش ہونا ہے. اللہ کی بارگاہ میں تو پیشگی بعد میں ہوگی، سب سے پہلے ہماری پیشگی ہوگی قبر میں رسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی بارگاہ. مان ربوں کا سوال ہوگا، ماں دینوں کا سوال ہوگا، لیکن اس سے جان نہیں چھوٹے گی. وہاں پہ کوئی بندہ ربی اللہ کہہ دے بھی تو جان نہیں چھوٹتی، ربی دینی الاسلام کہہ بھی دے تو جان نہیں چھوٹتی. بخاری شریف سے لے کے فقہ کی کتابوں تک چلے جائیں، فرشتے پہلے 3 سوال کرتے ہیں، 2 سوال بتانے کے باوجود فرشتہ جان نہیں چھوڑتا. گرز لے کے فرشتے پیچھے کھڑے ہوتے ہیں کہ کیسے ہی یہ نہ کرے تو اس کے گرز لگائیں. 70 گز مردہ زمین کے اندر دس جاتا ہے. اس قدر ہیبت ناک پوزیشن ہوتی ہے قبر میں. اس قبر کے وقت کو آسان بنانا ہے، اس وقت کی رحمتیں حاصل کرنی ہے. یہاں تو سارے بیٹھے ہوئے رشتہ دار احباب دنیا پہ سب، قبر میں تو جانے کے لیے کوئی تیار نہیں ہوتا. سب قبر کے باہر ہوتے ہیں، اندر کوئی نہیں جاتا. دوست ساتھ نہیں، ماں ساتھ نہیں، بہن ساتھ نہیں، بیٹا ساتھ نہیں، کوئی دوست کوئی ساتھ نہیں ہوتا. قربان جاؤں قبر میں اگر کوئی ساتھ آتا ہے تو مدینے والے پیارے نبی تشریف لاتے ہیں، سرکار دو عالم علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام تشریف لاتے ہیں، اور اتنے قریب آ کے سرکار دو عالم کھڑے ہوتے ہیں. بخاری شریف کی حدیث پاک ہے، فرشتہ سوال کرتا ہے، ما کنت تقول فی حق ھذا الرجل، اس پر نور صورت والے کے بارے میں تو کیا کہتا تھا. ابھی نہیں، ابھی تو والضحیٰ کا مکھڑا سامنے ہے، واللیل کی ظلمت سامنے ہے، وسجد اللہ کے نور گورے گورے ہاتھ سامنے ہیں. ابھی تو نہیں، مرنے سے پہلے what did he say before the death؟ مرنے سے پہلے کیا کہتا؟ مرنے کے پہلے تیرا عقیدہ کیا تھا؟ تیری سوچ کیا تھی؟ تیرا احترام کیسا تھا؟ تیری محبت کیسے تھی؟ کیا کبھی درود و سلام بھی تصور میں پڑا ہے؟ کبھی ودوحا کے مکھڑے کی جھلک کی تاب دیکھنے کے لیے، کبھی نبی پاک کے دیدار کے لیے بیٹھ کے کبھی درود و سلام بھی پڑھا ہے؟ کبھی ان کے عشق میں کوئی وقت بھی گزارا ہے؟ ان کی محبت و پیار میں بھی کوئی وقت گزارا ہے؟ کبھی جس طرح وہ غاروں میں جا کے تیرے لیے روتے رہے اور آج مزار میں بھی وہ جلوہ فرما ہیں اور تیری شفاعت کے لیے دعا کرنے میں مصروف رہتے ہیں، اور جب تو ان کی بارگاہ میں حاضر ہو کے کہتے ہیں اسالو کا الشفاعت یا رسول اللہ، اور وہ تو پہلے ہی اعلان کر کے گئے جس نے میری قبر کی زیارت کر دی وجبت لہ شفاعتی، میں محمد اس کی ضروری شفاعت کروں گا۔ اس نبی مکرم علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام قبر میں تشریف لائیں گے، وہاں کیا منہ دکھائیں گے؟ انہوں نے تو ہمارے لیے کیا کچھ نہیں کیا ہے کہ معراج کی شب گئے تو سرکار دو عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے اس وقت بھی اپنی گناہگار امت کو یاد رکھا ہے۔ آج ہم کیا کر رہے ہیں ان کے لیے؟ ہم نے کتنا وقت ان کے دین کو دیا ہے؟ ان پر نازل ہونے والے قرآن کو ہم نے کتنا انڈرسٹینڈ کیا ہے؟ ہم نے دین کی محبت میں اپنی اولاد کو کتنا تیار کیا ہے؟ کیا وہ عاشق رسول ہیں؟ کیا ادب رسول ان میں موجود ہے؟ کیا دین کی عظمت ان کے دلوں میں موجود ہے؟ کیا دین کا پیار ان میں موجود ہے؟ تقوی اور طہارت کا نور ان کے دل و دماغ پہ راسخ ہے؟ کیا انہیں قبر قیامت کا خوف ان میں موجود ہے؟ یہ سب وہ سوال ہیں، لیکن بتانا یہ چاہتا ہوں کہ نبی پاک علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام کی بارگاہ میں جب ہم پہنچیں گے تو سوال ہوگا، اس وقت سوال پوچھا جائے گا، سرکار بالکل قریب ہوگی، ہاذا رجل، یہ پر نور صورت مقدس ہستی کے بارے میں تو کیا کہتا تھا؟ ہاذا اسم اشارہ، قریب ہے، بالکل قریب، بالکل قریب سرکار دو عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم تشریف لائیں گے۔ کیا خوش نصیبی ہے امتی، کتنا مقدر ہے تیرا، کتنی عظمت ہے تیری، کتنا رب نے تجھ پر کرم کیا ہے کہ رحمت للعالمین کا تجھے امتی بنا دیا ہے، کتنی ہولناکی ہے قبر میں۔ اور سچ پوچھو، جتنے نبی پہلے آئے ہیں کسی نبی نے کسی امتی کے قبر میں نہیں جانا ہے، کسی نبی کے بارے میں امتی سے اس سے سوال نہیں ہونا ہے۔ جتنے نبی پہلے گزرے ہیں، یہ اعزاز تجھے مجھے حاصل ہے کہ ہماری قبر میں ہمارے آقا تشریف لائے، سرکار دو عالم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کی تشریف آوری ہونی ہے، بس اسی سے نجات ہونی ہے، اسی سے نجات ہونی ہے۔ اور امام سیوطی رحمت اللہ تعالیٰ علیہ نے ایک بات کی ہے، وہ تو فرماتے ہیں کہ میں نے ایک گناہگار شخص کو دیکھا ہے، لیکن اس کا عمل تو اتنا اچھا نہیں تھا، لیکن محبت اسے روتے ہوئے دیکھا ہے، نبی پاک پہ درود پڑھتے ہوئے دیکھا ہے، اعمال میں کچھ کوتاہی تھی اس کی، لیکن یہ بات یاد رکھیں، عقیدے کی کوتاہی نہ ہونا تو رب فضل فرما کے رحمت فرما کے شفاعت کا دامن نصیب ہو جاتا ہے۔ بد عملی نہیں ہونی چاہیے، بے نمازی نہیں رہنا چاہیے، عدل و انصاف کو نہیں چھوڑنا چاہیے، ظلم نہیں کرنا چاہیے، زکوٰۃ فرض تو دینی چاہیے، حج فرض تو کرنا چاہیے، کیونکہ زکوٰۃ جس نے فرض کی ہے، حج جس نے فرض کیا ہے، اسی نے تو سب کچھ دیا ہے نا۔ سستی کس کی، کاہلی کیوں؟ ارے 24 گھنٹے میں کتنا وقت ہے نماز کے لیے، نماز کیوں نہ پڑھیں؟ اپنے رب بھی وہ کریم رحیم رب، مہربان رب، ہر لمحے رحمتیں کرنے والا رب، 70 ماہوں سے زیادہ پیار کرنے والا رب، مانگے تو پھر دے، نہ مانگو تو پھر دے، بن مانگے بے انتہا کر دے، اتنا کریم رب، اس کی بارگاہ میں 24 گھنٹے میں سجدہ بھی نہ ہو، کیوں نہ ہو؟ آج سے ہم نے فیصلہ کرنا ہے، آ گئے نا، پچھلی بھی قضائیں کریں گے، سچی توبہ کریں گے، اتنی پکی پیٹی سچی توبہ کریں گے کہ عرش کی بلندیوں سے اعلان ہو جائے، جاؤ محبوب کے صدقے تمہاری مغفرت کرنا، تمہیں معاف کر دیا گیا ہے۔ اور یاد رکھو، اپنی مغفرت یقینی سمجھو، اس میں بالکل نہیں، اپنے رب کی رحمتوں پہ یقین کرتے ہوئے، رب خود فرماتا ہے لا تقنطوا من رحمت اللہ۔ او گناہگاروں، بڑے بڑے گناہ کر چکے ہو نا، بے انتہا گناہ کر چکے ہو، ندامت ہے تمہیں، آنسو بہا رہے ہو، ظلم کر بیٹھے ہو، لیکن ایک گناہ نہ کرنا، وہ یہ میری رحمت سے مایوس نہ ہونا، مایوس نہ ہونا، میری رحمت تمہاری منتظر ہے، تم آؤ تو صحیح، معافی تو کس طرح کرنی ہے، میں نے اپنی شان کے مطابق کرنی ہے، اسی شان کا اعلان نبی پاک نے فرمایا التائب من الذنب لا ذنب لہ۔ لوگوں، توبہ کرنے والا ایسا ہو جاتا ہے جیسے اس کا کوئی گناہ ہے ہی نہیں۔ آپ اسی رحمت کو لینے کے لیے آخری بات وہ کشف کی بات کرتے ہیں امام جلال الدین سیوطی رحمت اللہ علیہ۔ کشف وہ کہتے ہیں کہ اللہ تعالیٰ اپنے مقبول بندوں پر ऐसे राज खोल देता है कि वो बंदा उसे देख लेता है। मैं तू नहीं दे सकते कब्र के अंदर क्या हो रहा है, हर बंदा नहीं दे सकता, लेकिन नबी पाक सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम देख लिया है कि दो कब्र वालों को अजाब हो रहा है। बुखारी से दीगर कुतुब में हदीस के मौजूद है, सरकार ने फरमाया दो कब्र वालों को अजाब हो रहा है। सरकार ने खजूर की दो टहनी उसके दो टुकड़े की, एक कब्र पे रखा एक दूसरे पे रखा, फरमाया एक कब्र वाले को पेशाब से एहतियात न करने की वजह से अजाब है और दूसरे को गीबत की वजह से अजाब हो रहा है। अब सरकार कौन है, जान लिया कि जिस कब्र वाले को अजाब कैसे होता है, तो ये कुव्वत देने वाला कौन है, अल्लाह ताला। अल्लाह खास बंदों को खास कुव्वतें अता फरमाता है। इमाम जलालुद्दीन सयूती फरमाते हैं कि ये सरकार दो आलम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम में कब्र में आए हैं, मैं जरा अपनी उस खुदादाद कुव्वत से देखो तो सही, ये बंदा जो नबी की याद में रहने वाला था, अमल के लिहाज से कोई कोताही भी थी, लेकिन देखें इसका हशर क्या होता है। वो कहते हैं मैंने आलत कशफ में देखा इस बंदे को। ये इमाम जलालुद्दीन सयूती कोई आम मौलवी की बात में नहीं करता, इमाम जलालुद्दीन सयूती वो हैं जिन्हें जागते हुए 70 मरतबा कमली वाले की जियारत नसीब हुई है। ये इमाम जलालुद्दीन सयूती रहमतुल्लाह अलैह की बात करता हूं। वो फरमाते हैं मैंने कशफ की हालत में देखा कि इसका हशर क्या होगा। वो कहते हैं कि क्या देखता हूं कि कब्र में फरिश्ते आए, उस बंदे को बैठाया, उससे सवाल किया मन रब्बो का, कहा ला अदरी, दीनों का, उसने कहा ला अदरी। इतने में सरकार दो आलम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की जलवागरी हुई। फरिश्ते ने सवाल किया मा कुंता तक़ूलु फी हक़्क़ि हाज़ा रजुल, फिर पुरनूर सूरत वाले के बारे में तू क्या कहता था। वो फिर खामोश हो गया और जैसे ही उसकी खामोशी हुई, सरकार दो आलम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम सामने मौजूद है, खामोशी हुई, फरिश्तों ने गुर्द उठा के मारने ही लगे थे। सरकार ने हाथ उठा के फरमाया फरिश्तों अगर इसने नहीं पहचाना अना मुहम्मद अना आरिफहू, इसने नहीं पहचाना मैं मोहम्मद ने तो इसको पहचान लिया है। तो सरकार दो आलम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की तवज्जो से, बरकत से ईमान महफूज रहता है, आपकी मोहब्बत और अदब से ईमान महफूज रहता है। इस प्यारे वक्त को खूबसूरती के साथ गुजारना है, मोहब्बत के साथ गुजारना है, एक दूसरे का एहतराम करते हुए गुजारना है और फिर हर वक्त को कीमती समझे। क्योंकि हम बहुत बड़े अहम फरीजे की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं और सब के लिए दुआ मांगे कि अल्लाह मौत तो आनी है, ना जाने किस वक्त आए। देखिए हर रोज नमाज के साथ कितने जनाजे उठ रहे हैं, वो भी कोई खसारे वाले लोग नहीं है, वो वारे वाले लोग हैं। सरकार दो आलम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने फरमाया जो हज के इरादे से घर से निकला है ना, अगर उसको मौत आ गई तो नबी पाक अलैहिस्सलातु वस्सलाम ने फरमाया अल्लाह उस बंदे के लिए फरिश्ता मुकर्रर कर देता है जो क़यामत तक हज कर करके उसके नाम अमाल में लिखवाता रहे। वो तो वारे वाले लोग हैं, लेकिन हम गुनाहगारों को ये दुआ भी करते रहना चाहिए कि अल्लाह मौत ही देनी है तो अरफात से पहले पहले नहीं, ताकि जब दुनिया से जाएं तो एक मुकम्मल हज का सवाब हमारे खाते में मौजूद हो। अल्लाह करीम हमें खूब बढ़ चढ़ कर इबादत करने की तौफीक अता फरमाए। व आखिरु दावाना अनिल हम्दुलिल्लाह।
Barakallah fi. What an inspiring talk, and the importance of Hajj and why we are here. Once we realize why we are here, inshallah, we'll obtain the sawab of Hajj from here. There are so many things, and I'm sure everyone here, I mean, most about 80% of the people speak Urdu here and have understood. There's no, I will pick some extracts from Allama Sahib's speech. And as you say, we learn something every day from someone. Be it small, big or large, whoever it is, we learn something. I didn't know the importance of Ihram, where it was coming from. Today I've learned that. I knew obviously that it was one from the top and the bottom, for the guys especially. But how back, or how far back this goes into the history of Islam. And when I'm going to wear the ihram again for Hajj, it will really tell me, and I will know what I'm wearing. You know, this is the ihram that they wore to build the Kaaba, the cloth, or even the suit you could say, to build the Kaaba. This is the ihram, I would say, that completed our religion, because Hazrat Muhammad al-Mustafa sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam taught us how to do Hajj. So it's the same dress we're going to wear again. How important this is. There's so much importance, we can carry on talking about it all night. But time does it allow us? I mean, because I can carry on talking for an hour, 2 hours, no problem. The thing is, we need to look after you as well. And I'm sure you have other things to do, and you've scheduled the day or the night in different manners as well, because you need some rest and pray, wake up for Fajr and Tahajjud as well, some people. So inshallah Aziz, now we will just to break the tempo, I would say, or something a little bit, because we were praising, Allah Sahib was praising the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's powers and his blessings that we have on us, that when we go and visit the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he has promised shifa on the person who visits his grave. So I will just praise the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam by reciting Qasida Burda Sharif, just a few words. If someone would like in between to get some water, if you would like, we can get, I think we should have a water break for the others while you are listening to me recite this. So your memory is kind of back to normal and you're up and running again for the next part of the seminar, which I would inform you of the whole Hajj process, inshallah. مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم هو الحبيب الذي ترجى شفاعته لكل هول من الأهوال مقتهم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم يا رب بالمصطفى بلغ مقاصدنا واغفر لنا ما مضى يا واسع الكرم مولاي صل وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق كلهم. Is everyone okay with, do you need everyone here at the back need water? You need water. Can we have some water, please? Pani. Okay. There is a lot of information that I have to give to you regarding Hajj till the water comes out to you guys. So there is a lot of information for you to take away today. However, if you don't understand, or if something is very confusing for you, inshallah Aziz, we will hold another seminar and then we will go through the whole details again. Remember this, and there is no restriction on this. I don't know which school of thought everyone comes from, and I'm not interested in that either. So I will tell you the basics of Hajj, how Hajj should be done. After that, if there is some things that your school of thought or the scholar you follow is differently, or you've been told or you've been taught differently, you would go and do that yourself. Please don't mention to someone, no, this is wrong. Because what tends to happen, and we've had this in the past, and this is why I'm saying things. Some people say, oh no, I'm right. The other person say, no, the way my scholars taught me is right. And then you come into an argument. You're not here for arguments. If you see a difference in someone's school of thought, When you go back to the UK, you can invite him for dinner, and then you can talk the differences out. But this is not the time to talk differences. Or if someone is doing something majorly wrong, i.e. wearing the ihram completely wrong, doing tawaf completely wrong, then obviously it's your farz to correct him. To say, look, this is for you to know, but the person who's been told shouldn't take this to his heart and say, no, I'm not going to listen to you. No, listen to him, because they're trying to help you. If you think, no, the way you're doing it is right, then carry on doing it. So inshallah, Aziz, today is Friday. And the reason for me mentioning today is Friday is so you know what's going to happen further ahead. Saturday, we have nothing to do from our side. You're entirely up to you. You're entirely on your own. You will decide what you want to do. You want to do a tawaf, you want to do an umrah, this is entirely up to you. Doing tawaf counts more significance. Sitting in haram and looking at the Kaaba itself is a good deed, and it gives you blessings. So you don't have to go, it's not a rat race, remember this. But some people go back and say, oh, how many umrahs did you do? They go, oh, I did 5, oh, mashallah. You know, you did 6 umrahs, mashallah, wow, amazing. But we don't know which one's accepted, so even one is enough. Yes, you've come a long way, you've spent a lot of money, you don't know what's going to happen with you after Hajj, if Allah is going to invite you again. So yes, you're here, you're trying to make the most out of it. Make the most out of it. But don't exhaust yourself. Because some people do that. They get so excited, and everything I'm saying is from experience, by spending time with you guys in the past as well. One gentleman came, he did Umrah, next day he did another Umrah, the third day he did another Umrah, and then he fell ill, and he was a heart patient. And he was so stubborn, he stayed in his room, he didn't inform us he was ill. It came to a point, and I still remember this day. Now this old building on the right hand side has been demolished. Back in the days, this used to be a hill. Me and my father, it was our first Hajj with a group. We went to visit him and said, what happened to you? He goes, I'm fine. My dad said, no, your eyes are not looking right, you're a heart patient, you need to go to hospital. We pushed him to the hospital, we dragged him into a wheelchair, we went up on the wrong hill, up the hill. Then we didn't realize that was just a pharmacy, because someone told us the hospital was there. I'm going to cut this short story really short. Then we went to the hospital, and when we went to the hospital, the doctor looked at him, they took him straight away to emergency. They had to electrocute him to wake him up, because he was in his last part, he was going to pass away, because he's exhausted himself. So what I'm trying to say is, take your time. So tomorrow is Saturday, do your tawaf, pray your normal, regular 5 prayers. I've sent a what to do to maximize your time in Makkah on the WhatsApp. If you can get time on the downstairs reception, have a look or download that PDF and you can read that as well. Sending salutations on the Prophet ﷺ is a great deed as well. There's so many the rules that you can recite. Small, big, medium, entirely up to what you can recite. Sallallahu ala Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam is the easiest for me. Maybe for you, you can read anything else of that like. So there's so many things you can do. I'm going to leave this entirely up to you how you want to pray and what deeds you want to count in your books. Sunday again is a free day. Monday again, I'm going to quickly move on, is a free day for you guys to do whatever you like. After this seminar, in the morning, or after the seminar, we'll see that we might need to have another seminar depending on the questions that will come across from you guys. But I don't think we have a full house right now, so I think we will have another seminar on Sunday. This is me just letting you know, inshallah, we will have a seminar on Sunday. If we do, again, the notice boards on the left or just there behind, in front of me, we'll put a notice up and put the date and time. But the date and time, the timings will be exactly the same, like 10 o'clock at this time. So moving on quickly. Monday's gone past, it's Tuesday now. Tuesday evening, after Isha, round about this time, we want everyone to be ready. To be ready to go to Mina. Before this, as in now after from Isha up until this time, you should have put your ihram on. This is for the men, and obviously the ladies gonna wear normal clothes as they are wearing now. The men should have put their ihram on and should have done the tawaf and ready to go to Mina. Now, what time? I will just let me finish, and then everything that's going to come in your mind, I know what's coming in your mind, and it will be answered. I've got experience, inshallah, alhamdulillah. What time should we do tawaf? We want you ready at this time. What's the time now? 11 o'clock. I want you ready at 11 o'clock. You want to wear your ihram after Fajr? You do that. After Zuhr, Asr, it's entirely up to you. You will get some experience by going to Haram and seeing what time is busy. Another question that will come now, where are we going to wear the ihram? Do we have to go outside Miqat? Do we have to go to Masjid Aisha to wear the ihram? Because some people who will do Umrah will go to Masjid Aisha now to wear the ihram. No. Because you are doing Hajj, and you've decided which Hajj you're doing, no one's doing the long Hajj, just everyone's doing Hajj Tamattu. So you are already in the boundary, you don't have to leave the boundary, so you can wear your ihram here, as in your hotel rooms. You don't have to go outside Miqat, i.e. for this time being is Masjid Aisha. So you will wear your ihram, you will do your tawaf, and you will be ready at 11 o'clock. So far so good? Tuesday this is. Tuesday, what time the buses will arrive? Allah Sahib mentioned time is precious. What are we here for? We are here for Hajj. Why are we worried what time it is? The only time we should be worried about is what time is Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib and Isha. Apart from that, don't worry, it's taking 10 hours, half hours, 5 minutes to do tawaf. There's another thing that I tend to see what people do. How long did it take you to do tawaf? Half hour, an hour and a half. It's so busy, oh my God. You're not here for that. How do you know your tawaf is accepted? I believe tawaf should be done nice and gently, not rush it. Same with prayers. When you're praying, this is my belief, I rather not pray if I'm going to pray fast. Because every part of your prayer requires gentle attention. I.e., when we're doing we're going to our ruku, we have to say Subhana Rabbil Azim. Say it slowly. People like Subhana Rabbil Azim, Subhana Rabbil Azim, back into the sajda again. This is completely wrong in front of my eyes. Everything. Subhana Rabbil Azim, Subhana Rabbil Azim. This is how you should say it. Sami Allahu liman hamida. You have to get up. Then you have to say Rabbana wa lakal hamd. You've said that, then you have to say Allahu Akbar to go. How can someone say that within 30 seconds of just doing some helmet? I don't know how people do it. So everything has its time, so everything should be done properly. So this is why I'm saying tawaf, take your time. If it's taking you, okay, if you're tired and you've done 2 rounds of tawaf, sit down, have zamzam, get up and do tawaf again. You're old, you can't walk enough. So you should do tawaf nice and easily. It's entirely up to you how quickly you want to do tawaf. This is between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this is something I will guide you upon, and then the rest is entirely up to you what you want to do. So do your tawaf for Tuesday. What time are the buses going to come? I've mentioned there's no time. However, we ourselves are told to collect the buses where the bus depot is from the bus depot after Isha. So we will leave to collect the buses after Isha. Now there's some logistical parts that you will have to understand. That is, you have seen yourself now how many people there are inside Haram. This is why I know the immigration takes time, but then you're going to understand how they are processing all these people. Imagine you invited, just a family invited all of us, 100 people at your house. Would you have the space? You'd go crazy. How are they managing it? So have a thought for the authorities. I know the staff or the boys in Haram or the police officers are rude sometimes. I admit that. They go away, get up, move away. But sometimes they are right, because some ladies or gentlemen are sitting in the pathway. We are sitting in the wrong place. But we're so tired, we're like, no, forget it, just sit down here, man. Let him shout at us, saying, Yalla Hajji, let it, you know. After Jummah, as soon as Jummah finished, all I could hear was, Yalla Hajji, Tariq Hajji, Tariq Hajji. That's what they had on the microphones going on, because people were blocking the pathways. And this is how stampedes happened, because us people, it's our fault, it's not the authorities' fault. It's our fault, we sit in the pathways. So spare a thought for them as well. They're just trying to get Makkah moving. They're not against you. Moving forward. So what time is the buses? We will be provided by the authorities one bus. We have only been given one bus. And it doesn't mean 124 is going to fit in one bus. The reason, it depends on the size of the group. If we had 400 people, we'll get 2 buses. If we had 300, we'll still probably get 1 bus. Why are we provided with 1 bus? Now this is why I will explain this to you. You've got to understand, whole of Makkah is going towards one direction, which is Mina. They don't have 10-lane motorways going towards Makkah. You've just seen these roads. This is where we're going to leave for Mina. So to avoid congestion on the roads, this is why they provide less buses. So we will be having 1 bus. You have buses allocated to you, 1, 2, 3. We have to do a shuttle service. So bus number 1 comes, say, i.e. 11 o'clock. If you're bus number 1, you will come onto the bus will take you to Mina. Once that bus has reached Mina to our tents, that bus will come back, collect bus number 2, to the people for number 2. Once again, we're going to go, and bus number 3 will go again. Distance-wise, how far is Mina from here? If you go in a taxi, 20 minutes. Because you're going on Hajj and the whole of Makkah is leaving, 1 hour. Maybe 2 hours. Because again, depending on which driver has been allocated to us. The local Saudi the guys, or would say, the nation of Saudi don't like working. So they hire people from different countries who are bus drivers. Say you were to drive here, would you know where to go to Mina? You wouldn't, would you? So sometimes the drivers get lost. Sometimes the roads are just blocked where the driver thinks he should be going. So this adds the time frame, and it could be there in 2 hours. Some recommendations I will make here. This is your choice what you will do. In that 1 bus, I say we have mentioned 1 to 47 can go, because this is the amount of capacity of the bus. People who are eager or want to get to Mina as soon as possible can join or come onto that bus, but they will have to stand in the alleyway of the bus, in the aisle of the bus. If you want to. If you don't want to, you wait for the bus. The bus will come back. By the way, because we are leaving on Tuesday night, I need to mention this as well. By Sharia law, you have to be in Mina on Wednesday. So we are getting plenty time ahead. So don't panic, oh, we're going to miss our Rakan, we're not in Mina. No, we are going on Tuesday night. Hajj actually starts on Wednesday. After Zohr, you have to be in Mina. So you have plenty of hours to go. Just I mentioned, remember this. Is anyone this year doing Hajj walking? Is anyone walking and doing the Hajj? No one here is planning to do walking Hajj yet, yeah? Last year we had about 4 or 5 people or 10 people who did the Hajj walking all the way. So they never used the bus services. They didn't get a refund, but they did. They did the walking Hajj. They never used the bus services from Makkah. They left after Fajr. They got there for Zohar. Then further walk. They walked all the Hajj. So no one, I think, so far has put their hands up. If you plan to do Hajj walking, let us know. We have no issues. Because we will have to tell you the tent, where we are, location. And I think for the next seminar we'll go through all those little details in there. Because at the moment, we ourselves don't know what tent we've been allocated. But later on, inshallah, today or, well, not today, tomorrow or the day after, we'll know the allocation of the tent, and then we'll inform you as well. So this is how we're going in the buses to Mina. Roughly how long the whole group gets transported to Mina till Fajr time. Okay. Sometimes what happens is, you're in the bus and it becomes Fajr. We can't do nothing about it. We can't stop the bus and tell you to pray Fajr on the road. You're traveling, remember. So you can pray Fajr in the bus. I had, not this year, previous year, or 2 years before, we had some people at the last minute come out of the bus rushing, pushing each other. Oh, brother, I missed my Fajr, I missed my Fajr. This I praying, there was no even, we don't know how clean that place was, they started praying there, outside Mina. So, if you know it's Fajr time, just pray your Fajr in the bus. Allah will accept it because you're traveling. It's not you've missed it on purpose. So please be careful of this as well. And I'm mentioning all these things because I've seen this happen. So I'm trying to avoid these things happening from this year, to make the journey as smooth as possible. Inshallah, when we are in Mina, the tents that are allocated to you, we will inform you. What's available in Mina is the next part I'm going to come on to. But remember, the ladies will have a separate tent and the gents will have a separate tent. So say for example, this is the partition. The gents are on this side and the ladies are on this side. The gents can obviously visit the partners, and same way the ladies can visit their partners as well when we are in Mina. So far so clear?
But have to be careful.
Yes, I will mention that as well. Any questions will come right at the end, find them all and I'll answer them all. If you're going to, I'm going to talk about myself rather than saying so. If I'm going to meet my missus, I can't just walk in and say, can I have my missus please? No. Please ask for the name, because ladies, you don't know, they might have a scarf off, because it's going to be hot in there, in the afternoon especially, it gets hot in there. So please just ask for the name, or if you have the mobile number, ask your wife to come out and see you. There's plenty of spaces for you to sit outside, like there's chairs and everything available, so you can you can have us sit down and chit chat if you'd like to anyway. So this is how Mina will work. Okay, what's provided in Mina and what to take Mina? My advice is take nothing to Mina, apart from, because this is how important mobile phones have become. So take a mobile phone, take your power bank or your charger. We have charging points there, and also water bottle and a Quran book if you like to take one. If it's on your phone, then obviously you're fine. But these are things you should take with you. There's nothing else that I would like you to take. I.e., if some men have problems or the ladies have some problems, take a spare clothes pairing for the ladies. For the gents, take a spare ihram if you think you need to. If you think you need spare slippers, take them. Please do not take a trolley bag. You don't need a trolley bag. It's very difficult to manage a trolley bag. There's not much space in Mina. So don't take your trolley bags with you. Don't take your makeup with you, please. You can come back. You can come back on Eid day, collect all your makeup and everything, and then you can take that back with you. Yeah. So this is there anything? Yeah. That's what I recommend. This bag we've given you, just take that. And your umbrella. Umbrella is important because it might be warm. Some people like to be secluded from the group because the ladies are talking or the gents are being disturbing. So they want to go out, explore Mina a bit, and sit outside to themselves and pray. So take your umbrella with you. In the evening, it tends to get a bit chilly. So in the afternoon, it's really hot in Mina. But after Asr, it cools down. And in the evening, sometimes it rains in Mina. And every year it has rained for the past 10 years I've been. One day it has to rain in Mina. And this is the blessing of Allah. So we need to cherish that moment. Ladies and gents, again, it's nothing personal to the ladies, for everyone. 5 days you're not going to have no sleep. And that's because we're all going to be together. But this is when I see some people get along with another. Trust me, all the ladies will get with one another and all the guys will get with one another when we are in Mina. Because we don't tend to sleep, we don't get much sleep. But remember, we're not there to sleep, we are there for ibadah. Just a little thing to say. What do you do when it's Laylatul Qadr? I.e., the special night, what do you do? Just quickly. In Ramadan, what do you do?
Pray.
Because it's a special night. Mina nights are as better than Laylatul Qadr. Yeah? Laylatul Qadr, we spend all night praying. Mina nights, that's how special they are. So please, pray. 5 days sacrifice. In Medina, sleep. In Muzdalifah, sleep. But even Muzdalifah is as good as Laylatul Qadr. So when you go home, sleep. I'm sure some people might be joining work. If not joining work, then sleep when you get home. It's only 5 nights that you have to sacrifice to sleep. But you will have a day here when you come back as well. Well, I'll come on to that anyway. So we are in Mina. Okay, the facilities that will be provided in Mina, because I was talking on through them things. Everyone will have a sofa bed. It's just going to be similar to the chairs you're sitting on, but a bit more comfortable and a bit wider. And when you would like to sleep, you just pull the middle part out and then just roll it out straight away. You'll have a pillow and a blanket. And then you can sleep on that. They are comfortable. You have some partitions against you, so the men, when they are snoring, it doesn't go into one another's ears. It keeps us away from that. So inshallah, we'll have that as well. Just something for the men. The blankets that we will provide you, don't cover your feet. I get a lot of the men covering their feet because it gets cold, because at night it gets a bit chilly for them. I don't like to tell you, oh, please take this off your feet and it's covering your feet. I don't like to have that negative vibe when we're in Medina. I don't want to be preaching you guys. So this is something that you need to remember, that don't cover your feet with that blanket that has been provided. With the pillow, obviously feel comfortable with ladies. You've got all the comforts, you can wear whatever you like, you can cover yourself how you like. Anyway, in Mina, breakfast, lunch and dinner is provided. But it's not going to be all curries like this. It's dry food. Dry food meaning grilled chicken, rice. Sometimes they provide us with fried chicken. Sometimes they do provide us with curries. Everything is dependent on the muallim. This food here we are providing is our external caterer. If people start complaining, less spices, more salt, we can manage that. We can arrange it, we can chop and change. If some people say all vegetables, as in i.e. all dal and everything, no meat, we can do that. In Mina we can't change. Whatever's provided, say Alhamdulillah and eat. But food is good. It's not bad, but it might not be to your liking, as in the spices will be less. One tip here for you guys is try to eat as less as possible. Why? You won't need to use the washroom. And if you, God forbid, have to use the washroom, well, you will have to anyway, I understand. But try to use the washing facilities as less possible. If you will have to use the washing facilities, because there's less washing facilities there, it's queue upon queue upon queue. So, I say Fajr is at 4, you will have to get about 3 to do wudu, an hour before. So the queues are long. So the less you will eat, the less washing facilities you would need to use. The food parcels that are given to you are very big. We will be provided with 124 food parcels, i.e. one per person. We recommend you share. Why do you share? Because the food parcels are not the way we eat, but they're Arab portions, i.e. they're very big portions. So 2 people, sometimes 3 ladies have 8 in one parcel. It doesn't mean we have ordered less portions. If you want 124 portions to you, there's 63 ladies, we provide 63 parcels to you anyway. But first eat them. Another thing, while I'm talking about wasting food, it's the same thing happening here. As Allama Sahab said, one deed is counted as 100,000. It's the same thing we're doing. We're wasting these resources here. There's so much drinks. You will never find the fridge empty. If it is, they will fill it. But what I'm trying to say, if you need to have a drink, make sure you have the capacity to drink the whole bottle of water or drink. Same with food. We order 2 chickens per person. But what tends to happen is people take 3, 4 in their plates, and then they leave out. We've seen this happen, and there's a reduction of food. Obviously, we have to estimate 2 chicken pieces per person. That's how much you're going to eat. That's how much a normal person eats, sorry. But then if you're going to take more food because you paid for it, and then you're going to waste it, and it's not right, especially in Makkah. If you're going to eat, your capacity is to eat 5 chickens pieces. There's 5 chickens available for you. But don't waste it. There's a lot of food wastage we're doing here.
You know, a lot of food wastage. And again, in Mina this happens as well. So what we tend to do with the food parcels that are left over, we distribute it in Mina. Because there's a lot of people, you can understand, who come locally to do Hajj, who are sleeping on the roads, and you will see this. So we kind of distribute your food to them. So you are getting sawab, because they are fellow Hajjis as well. So from your money, because you've paid for your food parcels, you are getting another reward. Everything here is about gaining those small rewards. I'm going to quickly move on because I think I'm talking too long and it's coming up to 11:30. Then we are now in, so these are the facilities that are providing in Mina. The washing facilities are good, but from experience, ladies make it bad. Sorry again, because ladies are washing there, unfortunately. Ladies do all sorts of things there, and you will see that yourself. For gents, it's still reasonably clean, but I don't know, the ladies, you will see the washing line out there. I'm telling you this from experience, you will see a washing line out there. And you think, subhanAllah, these people are coming here for Hajj to wash their clothes. You don't need to, this is why. I mean, you're going to be in your house, so take 3 pairs of clothes for ladies if you need to change them, for whatever, for personal reasons, and then just keep them in your bag. Moving on. So from Mina, so Tuesday night, just to recap, Tuesday night we will stay, Tuesday early morning we'll be in Mina. Wednesday we'll wake up. I've told you the facilities in Mina, but we'll go in detail again, because the next seminar we'll just keep exactly for this to run down on these. Wednesday we'll pray Fajr, Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib and Isha in Mina. We're doing nothing else. Waking up, breakfast, go to sleep, wake up for Zuhr, sleep, have food. This is what we're doing, nothing else on Wednesday. Another thing I was just about to come into my mind, it just slipped out of my mind again, but when it comes I will talk again. So Wednesday is a rest day, we're just praying, doing ibadah, nothing else. Thursday morning is the day of Hajj, where we have to go to Arafat. How are we going to Arafat? Again, same buses will be provided. Now what tends to happen is the Muallim we have has about 5,000 Hujjaj to move, not in one bus, so don't think that yet. 5,000 Hujjaj to move. He can't favor Noori or another travel agent to say every year you're going to go first. So it's like a dip system where he has 10 companies under him. All the group leaders go, let's hope my dad gets a good number. Last year he got number 1. Again he gets number 1 inshallah. When he gets that number 1, then we're the first group to leave to Arafat. And on this day, when we're moving to Arafat, there's 3-4 buses provided by the Muallim, and we kind of hop on and hop off on the other side. Don't panic if there's other people coming on from other groups, jumping onto the bus because they want to get to Arafat first. No problem. Or don't also worry, say, i.e., you've gone and your missus is left behind. We won't leave them behind. She'll come onto the next bus. From Mina to Arafat is 15 to 20 minutes drive. Inshallah, when we're in Arafat on Thursday, we tend to get there by 10, 11 o'clock in the afternoon, or morning you'd say that. We don't go to Jabal Rahma. The whole point of Hajj being accepted is being in Arafat. The whole point of being in Arafat is to seclude yourself, not to have a party. People go to Jabal Rahma, take pictures, having food, climbing the mountain, is just exhausting yourself. If you want to go to Jabal Rahma, where our tent is, it's very nearby, it's about 15 to 20 minutes walk. We can guide you and tell you, because last year some people wanted to say, oh, we come here to do Hajj, but we've never seen Jabal Rahma. We have to go to see Jabal Rahma. So we guided them, they went to see Jabal Rahma, they came back and then they were tired. And when it was the time to pray, they were sleeping. Wallah, they were sleeping. After Asr, they were sleeping. Because they went about 12, 1 o'clock, it was very hot, and it took them 2 hours to get there and come back, and they were tired. And when the time was for them to get up and pray, they were sleeping. And we did say to them, it's time to pray, but they woke up and they went back to sleep again. So this is entirely up to you, again, it's your Hajj. So once we're in Arafat, there is no sofa cum beds. We will be only there from 10 o'clock in the morning till Maghrib. How are we going to pray here? We are praying Zuhr there, inshallah. We are praying Asr there, inshallah. We are not praying Maghrib in Arafat, but we are staying there till Maghrib in Arafat. All we have to do in Arafat, we will provide food. Also in Arafat, we will provide you with mattresses, which you will carry to take to Muzdalifah. Mattresses are ordered one per person. If you lose them, you lose them. We can't supply you another one. You have to be really careful with these mattresses because other groups don't provide this. And when people see you've got a mattress, you're like a gold charm to them. They'll probably pinch your mattress, and that happens. So please look after your mattress more than yourself on that day, at that time of the night. And it gets dark there as well because there's no lighting facilities. There is only street lights there because no one uses, I mean, it's common sense, but you will see that anyway. So in Arafat, there is no sofa cum bed, no pillow, no blanket. Lunch is provided, inshallah. And this just could be, I've forgotten the English word for this, but I will just sheets that you will have on the floor to sit on. But it's comfortable, it's not rocky, it's sandy, so you can sit on there.
Like carpet.
It's carpet, yes. So after Arafat, we will not pray Maghrib. Before, just slightly going behind, from Asr to Maghrib is the main time when sins are forgiven, you have to be praying. So after Asr, disappear everyone, pray yourself, ask for forgiveness yourself, and then just before Maghrib, come together. If you want, we will do a group dua as well. We tend to have that, and it's more peaceful and enlightening. I find that, I enjoy that part anyway. The best part, if you were to ask me what is of Hajj is, for me, it's that moment. It's that moment. And it's only what, 20 minutes? Just like I mentioned to some of them that the first eye you lay in Kaaba in your life is the best moment. That 20 minutes is the best moment. You've probably seen many istajaba times, i.e. that is when the du'as are accepted. But on the day of Arafat, the way the sun is setting, the way everyone is crying and asking for forgiveness, and the way the atmosphere, because we can't see the rahmah of Allah, but I think that is what Allah's rahmah is. When He's dripping down and asking, the heavens are open. This is the best moment. So cherish that moment. Don't sleep. Sometimes people tend to sleep. So before Asr, go and do your wuzu and everything and prepare yourself. This is the main point. They say that if you don't do Mina, you don't do Muzdalifah, you don't do Jamarat, you just go to Arafat. From that point of time, out of the whole day, you just spend a little time in Arafat, you become a Hujjaj, or you become a Hajj. Just in Arafat. That's how important that time is. So please remember, this is an important time for you in Hajj. Cherish this moment again. After Maghrib, we will leave to Muzdalifah. How we will leave to Muzdalifah again? Bus shuttle services. They will provide us with the bus. They will do a lottery raffle system. If it's our number 1, number 2, number 3, we will inform you we are number 5 today. Going from Arafat to Muzdalifah, and groups move quickly. It's not as bad as the immigration. It's very slow. Flight number 1, 2, 3. You know, it's not as bad as that. We'll move into Muzdalifah. You take your tents with you. Now you gotta understand, in Muzdalifah you have nowhere to sleep but under the sky. This is why I'm mentioning don't take any extra luggage with you, because we're constantly moving. After half a day we're moving again. After one night we're moving again. And whatever you need is in Makkah. I will come into that anyway. So now we're in Muzdalifah. Muzdalifah will gather as a group and we will decide a good location to where to sleep. Maybe we'll find this amount of land, plain land, and we say, you know what, this is the best place. Let's just sleep here. But before sleeping, we will pray Maghrib because we haven't prayed Maghrib, and we will pray Isha. Maghrib and Isha has to be prayed with one aqamat. Everyone knows what an aqamat is, yeah? So one aqamat will be said, the Imam will do Maghrib first. Straight after that we will do Isha first. Then after that we will pray our Sunnah for the Maghrib and then the Sunnah for Isha. After that we will start collecting our pebbles. We will collect the pebbles. After collecting pebbles, we will hopefully try to get some sleep. Now, what time do we have to leave Muzdalifah? Some people, I don't know which school of thought that is, but some people leave after they've collected these pebbles, which is at night time. Some people leave before the sunrise the following morning, which will be Saturday, I think, if I'm correct. It will be a Saturday. Yes, it will be a Saturday because it's Eid day. Some people leave before the sun rises. The Sharia law says you have to leave after sunrise. We as a group don't want to ruin your Hajj. So we will leave after sunrise. If you want to leave early, you know the buses will have Makkah 45. You can hop onto a bus and leave whenever you like. But we are not leaving as a group. The whole group can leave if they want to. But me and my dad will not leave. Because we don't want to, we're doing Hajj as well, as like you are. So we don't want to ruin our Hajj. So after the sunrise, and what tends to happen is after Fajr namaz has finished, every single person and group leader is running towards the bus, trying to catch a bus and get his, it's like a sheep of herds getting onto the bus. Everyone is pushing and shoving for the bus. I don't know why. So we don't need to do that. We're civilized people, we would relax, wait for people to go, let the sun rise. I know you will be hungry because you will have no breakfast. You will lose patience. You will get angry at me. Just like some people did at the airport. But I was doing the same thing you were doing. If you were in ihram, I was in ihram. You were only moving yourself, I was moving the whole lot of you. So you can get angry at me, no problem. We're used to this because I know some people lose patience, but it's okay. But we will not move. So once the buses come, we'll board the bus and then we will inshallah leave to Mina. Once we are in Mina, all your belongings that you have taken, i.e. the sleeping bags, it's okay, the sleeping bags are yours. Some people leave them in Muzdalifah, some people take them with them all the way to the UK. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. You can leave if you bring your mattresses back to Mina, you can leave everything in Mina. And then here we tend to make fresh wudu, and we tend to wait here for 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour. Okay, I mentioned in the seminar the difficult day there's two difficult days that I find personally. One was when we came here. I'm sure everyone agrees. Today was an easy day for you. Tomorrow's going to be an easy day for you. Mina, Arafat, Muzdalifah is an easy day for you. But when we are in Mina, when we come back from Muzdalifah to Mina, this is the hardest day. I shouldn't be saying this, but it's the worst Eid you will have. You know when we have Eid day, we go to friends, family, wear nice clothes. When we are leaving from here, I will ask you this question, how was your Eid? And then you will tell me you were right. So don't think about Eid. You're not having a great day that day. Because alhamdulillah, it's going to be a great day in other perspective. But you're not going to have lavish dinners and you're not going to get to do whatever you do on your Eid day. Okay, in Mina, we have to go hit the shaitan. The first shaitan on the first day of Eid. We will escort you together and everyone tends to come with us. People who have done Hajj before, can I have hands up for them? I haven't asked that question. 3 people here, 4, anyone else? 5, 6. Ask these people, there's about 6 people, to share their previous Hajj memories with you and then compare us with them. Not now, I won't ask their views now, but they will tell you. Anyways, we will take you with us to Jamarat. All we ask you to do is follow us. There's many myths about, people die there, they stampede, people push, people get stoned themselves. It's true. Because people don't know the right way to do it. We do. And after the first stoning, once that has been completed, this is the feedback we get. We didn't even realize how we did our Jamarat. It was so amazing. You organized it so well. So all we ask you to do is walk with us. We'll probably tell you, please stay on the left-hand side of the lane. It gets annoying. My dad keeps on saying, stay on the left, stay on the left. I'll probably say, stay on the right. Please just go to the left. It does get annoying, yes. But it's for your benefit, for you to have a pure, smooth process. As soon as people see the shaitan, they start throwing stones there. Yeah? And you will see, and I will show you this. When you will walk with us, I will show you an overview of how people are doing it. People run into the crowd. We're going to stay away from the crowd. This is the tip. This is what we do. We stay away from the crowd. And I'm telling you this from experience. Just say this is the pool of the shaitan. But there's going to be more distance. But you will stand here, and it's going to be just a few of you, if you're going to follow us. you will hit your shaitan like this. I promise you this, if you follow us. If you're going to do the stoning yourself, then you do it, and it's entirely up to you, but you will let us know, obviously. Once the stoning has been completed, hopefully everyone is with us, we'll know you've done the stoning, we'll tick you off. If you haven't, or you haven't done the stoning with us, you will inform us via WhatsApp or call us to say, serial number 2021 has done the stoning. If you call us, we can't hear you and we're saying hello, 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 just text us. Because that day, everyone is on a phone communication to the slaughterhouse to say what's happened with their slaughter. Can we take our ihram off? Can we take our ihram off? Just 2-3 things left, just be patient, we're coming to an end. After we've done the stoning, we need to come back to Makkah. The world is walking, so there's no transport on this day. Once we are at Jamarat, there's 2 options for you. Either you take a taxi to Makkah, or you walk with me to Makkah. From Jamarat to Makkah takes 1 hour walk. In a taxi, they will rip you off, or then you might find a cheaper taxi, but you don't know Makkah well. So you say to him, yeah, I want to go Burj Sultan, he'll drop you off 2 miles away, oh yeah, that's Burj Sultan, you'll see the tower, yeah, that's our hotel. But you don't know how far you are, you might have to walk another 2 hours. And because it will be 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the heat is going to be scorching, you lose your mind. And then people tend to say, oh, you were right, we should have walked it with you. When we're walking under a shutter, some bridges, we stop by, have water, we have a water fight sometimes as well, we do. It happened last year with some of the young lads, they had a water fight with us, but it's all part of fun, you know, Hajj is over. Anyways, then we will come back to Makkah. Now when you are in Makkah, you're not taking your ihram off. Why? Because we don't know if your Qurbani is done. I don't even know. Now, how is your Qurbani completed on behalf of us? We don't trust the slaughterhouses. Slaughterhouse will say to us, 12 o'clock your Qurbani is done. They give us a time. Imagine at 12 o'clock something happens to me and I'm still in the hospital, or God forbid I'm looking after someone and we haven't done the stoning. So we don't believe in that. What we do is a day before we will go to Mina, we buy all the animals, we take it into a private farmyard or farmhouse, you could say, and my dad and Hafiz Fakir Sahab physically go there and slaughter the animals in front of our eyes. What tends to happen in the slaughterhouse is the meat gets wasted, i.e. they dispose it off into the mountains or burn it off. We don't do that. It's your money, we have some talk for your hard-earned money. We distribute that meat in the less privileged people of Makkah, i.e. the workforce of Makkah, the people who are running the taxis. There's a mountain a couple of minutes away, people live up that mountain. We invite them and they take whatever they want. If one family comes and says, oh, I want this full animal, we say, take it. Because we want to get rid of it in the right manner, rather than disposing it. Now, if you don't believe, or if you don't trust us or believe us, no problem. You want to come to Qurbani, guys, you will let us know. I want to come to Qurbani, I want to do the slaughter myself. You're more than welcome to come. But you will pay for the taxi to go there, and you will come with us. And we will take you with us, if you want to witness the Qurbani. We can't make videos, we've made videos of everything, but we can't make videos of the slaughter. Okay, we don't allow it. Not because the authorities don't allow us, it's just not the right thing to do to slaughter, make a video of an animal being slaughtered. Because the animal is doing a lot for us, in the sense that he's sacrificing himself for us. Otherwise, we'd have to sacrifice our kids. So, yes, so the slaughter has been completed. Animal, we will inform you, okay, serial number 20, your slaughter has been done. You'd go, shave your head off, take the ihram off. Lunch will be provided to you on this day here, on each day. It won't be a barbecue, I promise you, but there will be food. Then after you have put your normal clothes on, you've freshened up, you've rested, you need to do tawaf-e-ziyarat on this day. For tawaf-e-ziyarat, obviously you will go to Makkah Haram and do tawaf. Then after tawaf-e-ziyarat, this is all part of that Eid day. The walking, the Qurbani, the hitting the shaitan, doing tawaf-e-ziyarat. Hopefully by this time, we would have completed our tawaf-e-ziyarat. No, but after Isha we've completed our tawaf-e-ziyarat. And now we need to get back to Mina before Fajr again. How are we going to do that? There is no bus provided by the Muallim or the ministry. The world walks, but we can't walk. We're tired. I know, I'm physically, everyone's tired. So what we tend to do is we hire private coaches. And then we calculate what the price is of the private coaches, and then say this part of the, I know more people are going to say this, but I'm giving you an example. This part of the room says, we're all going, can we put our names on the bus? Then we'll divide the full cost. It's roughly about 150 riyals per person. This is last year's figures. 150 riyal per person was last year's figures. We hop onto the bus, but the bus doesn't come outside this hotel because everything's blocked off, not allowed. We'll have to go to the bridge on this side, sorry. If you remember when we came, bus number 3 came from here, I remember, and all the buses. So there's a bridge right at the end, it's about 10 minutes walk. But then again, if that is blocked, we might have to walk another 10 minutes again, because that's what happened last year. But we'll walk there, the buses will be there, we'll board the bus, no one's going to say a word, I know, everyone's going to be sleeping, and then the bus will take us to Mina. Again, depending on how busy the roads are, on this particular day, a lot of the roads are blocked by the police, I don't know why, but what tends to happen is, we try to go as close as possible to our tent, the bus driver does. Sometimes we might have to walk 10 minutes, sometimes we might have to walk 20 minutes, but trust me, that 20 minutes is nothing. But remember, there is no refund. Once the money is gone into the Arab people's pocket, there is no refund. After that, inshallah Aziz, once we are in Mina, hopefully we'll be there for Fajr again. We'll sleep that day, wake up for Zuhr, and after Zuhr we'll go to do the stoning again, but this time first, second, third shaitan, then we'll walk back again. Then we'll sleep that whole day, as in Zuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha, we pray and sleep. Then I missed one thing, but I will tell you again later on. Then the following day we'll wake up again, and then we'll have to go do the shaitan and hit the shaitan first, the 3 shaitan, the last day. After we've done hit the shaitan, because we are walking through here now, from Mina to Jamarat on the last day we've walked, this is another recommendation, that you walk from Mina back to Makkah here. Because from Mina to Jamarat is 1 hour walk, from Jamarat to Makkah is another hour walk. Yeah? Now, when on the second day, when you're going to go from Mina to Jamarat 1 hour walk, then from Jamarat you're going to come back to the Mina camp for another hour walk. Yes? But on the last day, what we recommend, that you walk back here. Why? Because if you're going to walk back another hour back to Mina, then you might have to wait for the bus. Then the bus will bring you here. If it's Salah time, by the time you come here, the roads will be blocked. So it will waste time. On the last day, there is bus provided to you. It's not that we're not providing a bus. But this is entirely your choice. The easy way is to walk it here. But if you don't want to walk and make the full use of the bus, then you walk back to Mina. Then you wait for the bus. Then the bus will bring you back to Makkah. How long it takes, we don't know, because the whole of Mina is coming back again to Makkah. Now, the thing that I forgot to mention was, when you are coming to Makkah here on Eid day, when we're going to walk it, then if you'd like to carry your makeup and your clothes and everything, you can carry them for 2 days. I tend to do that because I like to wear these shoes, they're comfortable for me to walk, obviously, and come out my slippers. So it's entirely up to you what you want to do. There was one time we did Hajj, we had to take our mufflers and hats, and it was that cold. And it was that cold in Muzdalifah, I couldn't sleep because it was cold, I used to get up. I used to knock off, and then it was that cold we used to wake up. So obviously we're not going to have to carry all these hats and mufflers and stuff like this, but it's entirely up to you what you want to carry for the ladies and the gents again. If you want to carry your shalwar kameez, your whatever you want to do, this is entirely up to you. But you can carry your stuff that day. But then again, if you're walking back on the last day from Jamarat to here, and you have a suitcase or a little trolley, the authorities won't allow you to take that to Jamarat. And then don't try to say, oh Wes, can you please put this on the bus? We're not going to do that. We're not responsible for luggage. And please don't try to say, oh, can you please take my luggage because your mom is coming on the bus? Don't burden someone else, because they already got that stress of bringing their parents or whatever back to Mina on the bus. After we have completed those 3 days, we are in Makkah again, after the 3 stoning of Hajj. The last thing that is left is to do Tawaf Ziyarat, which is very important. So you have to do another Tawaf Ziyarat. After Tawaf Ziyarat has been completed, your Hajj is complete, and inshallah the following day we will leave for Medina. Sorry for taking up your time. I'm trying to finish that off as quickly as possible, but you have been patient. Last year people just got up and walked off. But so some people, most of you have stayed here. I know there was a lot of information to give and take. You will forget, you will ask me questions again. This is why we're going to have another seminar now. The reason we're going to have another seminar is, inshallah, we will inform you of the tents and any other questions we will have and everything else. People who are sharing rooms, don't take your keys with you, please. It's being a hassle for some people. They come and complain. Don't say that. He's taking the keys. He's like, oh, I'm waiting here. Oh, why are you waiting here? Oh, because I've just come back from Umrah and Tawaf, and now the brother's taking the keys with them. It's not nice, especially when you're tired. Does anyone have questions? Ask questions now. Yes. Yes. After Tawaf Ziyarat, we are doing Sa'i. I've forgot to mention that. Good question. When we're doing Tawaf Ziyarat, after Tawaf Ziyarat, we have to do Sa'i as well. And this is why each day is so difficult, because you walk in. Yes. Sorry, yes.
Where are we going to wait? In our rooms?
Good question. If you remember, I'm not going to mention this, but anyway,
What's the question?
I'll repeat a question. This is why I was suggesting, but inshallah now I've made my mind up, next year we're going to get those walkie-talkies. When we are waiting for the buses, right, you wait for, the question was, when we don't know what time the buses are coming outside, so where are you going to be waiting, here? No. We recommend you wait in your rooms. If you're going to sleep, go to sleep, no problem, because the bus sometimes, we're told you to be ready for 11, the buses sometimes come at 1, sometimes at 2, so we don't know. But 1, 2 o'clock the buses start arriving. So be in your rooms, be downstairs at reception if you like, but if you are going to be at reception, don't ask me that question, when is the bus coming? I don't know myself when the bus is coming. And then I'm going to say to you, I don't know. And then you're going to find that rude. That this guy's being rude, he's just telling you he doesn't know. So what does he know? I don't know what time the bus is coming. Because that's what tends to happen. All the older men are just sitting there smoking. Oh, Putter, when is the bus coming? What time is the bus coming? I don't know. Uncle, I don't know. If I knew, I'd tell you. We don't have a GPS tracker on the bus. But what tends to happen is, once my dad gets the bus and he's nearby, he informs me the bus is coming. And then we'll tell you, oh, the bus is here. And then what tends to happen is, because some people from bus 2 are also waiting downstairs, they jump onto that bus. Yeah? And people from bus 1 are already happy the bus is here and they have no space. So please don't do that. Let the bus 1 people go on, and if you want to hop onto the bus, hop on. We go packed to rafters on the bus. Inshallah, we'll take some things as well. Also quickly, we'll have some things to take to Mina. So I'll ask Raheel and the young guys who are single, can you just help us load that stuff onto the bus? It just helps us moving quickly, please.
But if we want to sleep in the rooms, how
Oh yes, if you're sleeping in the room, then we'll come and knock on your doors. It'll be like a mayhem. Everyone, the bus is here, wake up please. Or wait here. I mean, wait here, have tea, coffee, have a chit chat, whatever you want to do, you can sit here and talk a little. After this, your turn.
Do you usually do that Tawaf Ziyarat as a group? Do you do that?
No, we don't do Tawaf Ziyarat and Tawaf Al-Wida as a group, no. You have to do it individually. It's because everyone is tired on Tawaf Ziyarat day. Some people come back and sleep, and everyone will have different timings, i.e. some will do it Maghrib time, some will do Isha time. So Tawaf Ziyarat and Tawaf Al-Wida, everyone is doing individually. I'm coming to you first, that question here.
I was going to ask the same question.
Good, take it off.
How many go
So what was the question?
Is it 7 rounds again?
Oh yes, Tawaf is always 7 rounds.
So again, Shai 7 times.
Yes, again say 7 times. Yeah?
If you do say on the 7th, to save your time.
Can we do?
Oh yeah, can we do that?
Yes, you can. But then you will do Tawaf and Sa'i.
Before we go to Mina.
Yes, before you go to Mina. But
Before you go to Mina.
But you will wear your ihram.
Yeah.
Remember, then you will do Tawaf and Sa'i. This was, I was talking about Tuesday. Yes, if it's 7th of Zil Hajj on Tuesday, then Saturday, then you will wear your ihram, do tawaf and sa'i, and you're ready to go to Mina. And then on the day of Hajj, which is when you are completely tired, on the day of Eid, you will only have to do tawaf and ziyarat. Because you cannot do sa'i on its own, this is why you have to do tawaf before we go to Mina. Yeah? But if you're not doing tawaf on that day and you're saying, or sa'i on this day, and you're saying you're going to do it on the Eid day, then all you have to do is wear your ihram. If you're not doing tawaf and sa'i on the 7th of Zil Hajjah, then you're just wearing your ihram and you're waiting for us. But for people who are doing tawaf and sa'i, you have to wear your ihram and do tawaf and sa'i on that day. Next question. Yeah,
How long is it from Mina to Stoning and then coming here back to Makkah?
Question is, how long is it from Mina to Arafat, Mina to Jamarat and Jamarat to Makkah, to our hotel? Mina to Jamarat is 1 hour walk. With the group, it takes an hour and 20 minutes because we stop for water breaks. Some people are walking slowly, so we kind of get them to walk together. We do a lot of checks on you because what tends to happen is if you end up taking a wrong turning when you're going for Jamarat, it's very difficult to come back because you've entered into a location where people from Asia are staying. Okay, the Mina tents are divided by continents, i.e. European tents, Asian tents, like this. So if you end up going to a Malaysian tent, it's very difficult for you to come back out, and then I even don't know Mina property. It's huge. So if you're going to know I'm here, I'm going to be like, I don't know. So you'll have to, this is why we kind of take time. Next part of your question was from Jamarat to Makkah, again it's 1 hour's walk. But then again, how we walk, how many breaks we take, all in all, 2.5 hours is more than enough, even if you walk slowly. Someone else? Yes, I'm coming to you.
Can we take Jain Namaz with us for those days?
Yes, you do take that. It's entirely up to you. In your Mina tents, you have carpet. In your Arafat tents, you have carpet. So you don't need to. But if you like to, then you take your Jain Namaz with you. Muzdalifah, if you want to, then you can take the Jain Namaz again with you. This is the things I'm mentioning, that take less things as possible, i.e. your phone, your Jain Namaz, your Quranic Park. On those days, these are the things that you need. Food we will provide. Again, money-wise, you don't need no money. What do you need money for? I don't think you need money. Even in case you fall ill, there's a hospital right next to us, our tent, luckily. So we'll take you to the hospital. There's no money you need. The only money you need if you don't like the food we provided and you want to have a little snack, there's like a little corner shop, not a corner shop, like a little stall where you can have some kebabs or like a thing or a drink and stuff like that. 100 riyal is more than enough for you because you're not going there to do shopping.
No, I have to go to hospital.
Inshallah. Oh, we got doctors anyway, so we don't have to go to hospital. Actually, you're right.
Would you like to
Wait, 1 second. I'm coming to you because let me answer. Shia, put a hand up first. Uncle,
One time. How many times you do tawaf? One is how many tawaf?
how many tawafs is that your question?
No, how many times you do the tawaf?
Yes, good question. Yeah, I am going to repeat the question. The question is how many tawafs altogether we need to do, yeah? So it's just so it's etched into your mind. This is going to vary depending on people who are going to do tawaf and not tawaf. But I'm going to answer the way you're doing tawaf on the 7th?
Yes.
Okay, then you need to do 3 tawafs. Yes. 7th, 1 tawaf, tawaf ziyarah, and tawaf al-wida. 3 tawafs. If you're just wearing the ihram only, then 2 tawafs. Tawaf ziyarah and tawaf al-wida. The question was how many tawafs we have to do in the whole Hajj, from now to the Hajj journey, as when Hajj starts. So it's 3 if you are doing ihram and including the sa'i on that day. If you're not doing tawaf and sa'i on the 7th of Zil Hajjah, then you have to do 2 tawafs only. Tawaf ziyarah and tawaf al-wida. Let me be fair, I think there was a question here first.
I just wanted to know if there's any Qurans at Makkah.
No, there is no Quranic Park in Mina. Okay, yes. If you are going to take your own wheelchair, then take a lock with it. It gets stolen, so buy a lock. or a padlock and chain it. What was it? Can we take wheelchairs? That was the question, yeah? You can take your own wheelchairs, we'll put them on the buses, we'll load them off the buses, that kind of will happen. Another quick thing that you mentioned, and I know this will not happen. I know this for a fact, I can write this down. I say this every year, it never happens. But when the bus comes, it's a rush of blood. Everyone wants to get on the bus. Get the ladies on the bus first. And when the ladies on the bus, don't ask me, oh, where's my husband gone? He'll come. You're on the bus, you worry about yourself. You know? What will happen? Remember this. You know, this journey, when I think and look at it, you know, it reminds, when we read the stories of what will happen on the day of Qiyamah, this is exactly what will happen on the day of Qiyamah. You know, everyone was worried about themselves. At the airport, I won't mention the names, there was 2 people who were worried, when's our turn, when's our turn, when's our turn? And then the authorities were calling like flight by flight. And I said that to them, this is what's going to happen on the day of Qiyamah. This is how we're going to be called as well. It's our turn now. You know? And this journey, everyone is, the saying is going to be nafsa nafsi. And then everyone's going to be worried about themselves. So you worry about yourself. If the ladies on the bus, don't worry, your gents will come on the second bus, or they're probably helping us put the luggage on. Because ladies take time to get on the bus, the guys can just jump onto the bus. So this is why I request, ladies, get on the bus first. You know, when we're standing in the queue, get the ladies, alright, I understand you want to stand next to your missus or your family members, but once the bus is here, get all the ladies to come up the front. Let them go. And then you guys can jump on. Or, if the lady's going to sit on, you can reserve a seat next to you for your husband. But don't fight. I've seen that as well. Next question.
Qurbani, when you do the Qurbani,
Yes?
can you bring the meat?
No, we can't bring the meat because, do you want to eat the meat?
Yeah, you can cook it.
Okay, we'll bring some meat for you only. You know we will. It's not a joke, we will bring some meat for you. Because we'd like to distribute the meat amongst the poor. We eat meat every day. What we tend to do is, someone kind of breaks the surprises every time because they ask those detailed questions. What we tend to do, I'll tell you now. Anyway, that question come up. One animal we keep away and we give it to the chef, the cook, and then he brings some nice meat, buna meat for us. So this will happen on the day when I said we will have meat. On the day when we come back here for Eid. Next question. No. Tawaf is ziyarat, no. You're mixed. There is no tawaf is ziyarat. Okay, tawaf is ziyarat means, just, I'm not trying to say you don't understand, sorry. Don't take this as rude. Tawaf is ziyarat means seeing something. I've done ziyarat of this. Why is it called tawaf is ziyarat? Because we're seeing Kaaba every day. But now because we're going to be away from Kaaba for 5 days, and then we're going to come back and do the ziyarah of Kaaba. So that's why we have to do tawaf ziyarah. Tawaf al-wida means obviously saying bye, goodbye. So when we're going to be going or leaving Makkah, we have to do tawaf al-wida as well. The question that you're asking is that to make it easy, on the 7th, yes, after tawaf ziyarat, we have to do sa'i. Correct? But now to save and be a bit more comfortable for you, you can do that tawaf ziyarah sa'i before. But because you can't do sa'i on its own, you have to do a nafli tawaf before.
But if I do that, then on the day after Eid, I don't need to do a sa'i.
You have to do no, but still you have to do tawaf.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
Okay.
On Eid day, because everyone's Qurbani is at different times in the stories, everyone's going to be coming to Makkah at different times. How we know when?
Okay. This question, guys, did you? Sorry, I forgot to repeat that. Prophet's question is, you heard that it was regarding tawaf, that went to do tawaf. Sisters asked us here, how do we know the timings of the Qurbani? I'm coming to you 1 second. Okay, the last question I need to repeat. They were just asking how many tawafs we have to do, and do we have to do tawaf and sa'i on the 7th of Zul Hajjah when we're going to leave from here. And it's entirely up to you because it's an optional thing to do. If you're going to wear your ihram only on that particular day when you're going to leave from here, then you will have to do a sa'i when you do tawaf ziyarat on the day of Eid. If you're going to wear your ihram and do tawaf and sa'i on the 7th of Zul Hajjah, then on the day of Eid you only have to do tawaf ziyarah. Yeah? And nothing else, no sa'i. The sister asked a question here was, how would we know?
Yeah, we hear about stories of people getting lost.
Okay, this is sister's asking this question again. How do we know the Qurbani is done? And she's saying we're hearing stories about people getting lost. I mentioned to you, if on this particular day you stay with us, you won't get lost. We don't give no timing for Qurbani. In case you do get lost, for God forbid, you will still do your stoning. You will inform us. Once we see this confirmation saying the stoning or the jamarat is done for serial number blah blah blah, then we will do your Qurbani. If you tell us at Isha time, if you're lost, as your question was, if you're lost and you tell us Isha time that my Qurbani, my stoning is done, then we will do your Qurbani. It's not like...
What I also mean is when the Qurbanis are done, people are coming back to Makkah. You know, people get
Oh, okay, I'm with you.
Yeah.
On that, after Jamarat, I will be walking with you. I'm walking.
Right.
I don't take a bus, taxi, even taxi is 152. I never take a taxi. I will walk with you.
The whole group walks together.
People who have intended to walk, they will walk with me. People who said, we can't walk, we're going to take a taxi, they will take a taxi. But it's about 50 to 60 people who walk with me. But also, please, make your mind up before Jamarat that you're going to walk. Because what tends to happen is, as soon as we come down from Jamarat, because Jamarats are 3 levels up, after the escalator, we're standing there, the guys are telling us to move because we're blocking way. Some people are still deciding, should we take the taxi, shall we walk, should we take the taxi, shall we walk? And it's boiling, and I have no patience at that time. I'm going to leave with the rest of the group, and it's not fair on them. We've decided we're going to walk, we're in the tempo of walking, we don't want to take a break there in the heat. Even the umbrellas are useless at that time, it's really hot. So we'll walk towards Makkah. If you're walking with me, you're going to tell us beforehand anyway that we'll walk with you. So when you're leaving for Jamarat, just inform me. But anyway, when we're outside Jamarat, when we finish Jamarat and we've come downstairs, we'll wait for you for a couple of minutes to get everyone to gather. I will ask, is everyone who's walking with me here? You will say yes, and then we'll see Allahu Akbar and we'll leave. Next question. This side of the room knows everything. Yes? Okay, for Medina we tend to leave after Zuhr. Yeah, this is the timing that we get from the buses. But then again, depending on the traffic again, it all depends on when they will release our passports. You've got to remember our passports have to come with us to go to Medina now. Sorry, that's not on top of mind, you'll have to look at your itinerary. Wherever your itinerary says, I don't even have my phone, otherwise that... Now, you know what, when I got to the flight, I didn't even know what day I was coming back and what time. I was asking my missus, because I was so busy replying to WhatsApps and everything, managing everything. I just come on this journey, whenever Allah takes me home, I take go home. Yeah. Any more questions? Because people are now disappearing and I'm sure they're tired.
Better to finish now.
Yeah, I think it's better to finish now. Take away what you've learned. Come back with questions in the next seminar, inshallah.